We're live. Me get my screen set up. Of course, I neglected to do this before I was supposed to. Here we go. Turn off the sound real quick. All right, let's do it. The scooter saga continues. Things Garage, aka Scooter Central. That's what it's becoming. What's up, Lucy? How you doing? Drill out a few holes on the light and on the jerry can. I'm drilling out for these this internal light I'm going to be installing today, hopefully. I really need to get out and go get a new drill or a drill chuck. Okay, hoping that's going to be good. Do a little more drilling on this thing. This little light switch. I'm doing good, Lucy. Thanks for asking. Let me just double check this bolt real quick. Good. Okay. Let's see. I'll leave this over here. That's pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to try and do a couple other things today, obviously, besides put the light in there. I'm going to try and get this little cage set up that I got for the fuel pump. I started making that earlier and pretty much got it done. The sides, just a little bit more used with the grinder. And then I should be good to weld up some tabs for it. And then that'll be good to go. Something else. Let's see. There was another thing. Oh, yeah. I was thinking for the flasher relay, I need to make a small tab for that. I also ordered a speedometer. Let me skip this one. I ordered a speedometer, fuel gauge, and a tachometer. A little 3-pack, little bullet style ones, like the chrome ones. So I'll be getting those, I believe, on Sunday, and then I'll start making a little bracket for that. What I do need to do is make a couple things on the lathe, but first I'm going to use the grinder and cut out a couple small tabs. You got the keys. Need to keep this jerry can closed. It keeps like falling open. Make a couple small tabs for the fuel pump cover. There's like a little cage that I showed you I made. What's up, Khalid Abdullah? How you doing, Khalid Abdullah? Deborah, how you doing, buddy? Rob Mack says, "Give me back my dog." Rob Mack, I actually saw your dog earlier today. I was down at the CVS picking up some photos of me and Gizmo when we were at the water park. It was a lot of fun. It was the 2-for-1 deal, so it was really affordable, and that's the only reason we were able to go, because they've been cutting our hours at Applebee's. So yeah, but yeah, I saw your dog down there. There was a guy across the street at AutoZone trying to, I think he was trying to swap out the battery in his truck, and your dog Murphy ran over there and was trying to yip at him. Murphy, the guy was like, poor guy was over in the hood of his car, or in his truck, trying to freaking get the battery in there. And I saw your dog literally grabbing on his sock, trying to pull him out of the freaking bed of his truck. And luckily the dude was able to hold on, and the AutoZone guy ran out and helped him. But yeah, I don't know. You got to get your dog under control, Rob. I don't know what's going on with Murphy, but he seems a little aggressive lately. I don't know, Rob. Let's see. Is that the wrong key? That is the wrong key. That would explain why it's not turning. There we go. Cool. Okay. That is good to go. Let's see here. Yeah, I could probably turn this thing around a little bit, or I'll bring the camera over and show you guys a little fuel pump cage thing that I'm talking about. This is the GY6 scooter. If you guys your first time here, this is the fuel pump. It is normally on the it's normally covered up with the plastic shroud. I made this little cage out of this, I don't know, basket thing, and I started just cutting out little pieces of it so it would fit over stuff like the fuel lines that are coming out here. So it'll basically go over it like that and just kind of be a little guard for it, just for looks really, and just to prevent maybe someone from bumping into it. But I'm just going to make some little tabs right here that'll just attach onto the existing two M6 by 1.0 bolts right here on the frame. So I'll just weld some simple tabs on here. And yeah, I was thinking maybe on this part, maybe making it so it comes down and kind of goes to the frame. I don't know. Just something cool to add to it. I'm still working on a design for the little fender section right here. There it is. Okay. But I'm gonna just figure out some, I think something else besides these tabs that I made. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on the lights for this, the light that I showed you. Basically gonna make some on this little lathe over here, this mini lathe. I'm going to make some little bungs essentially that are going to go on the top right here where that bolt's at. It's going to go right there. So, oh crap. Sorry guys. I couldn't figure out what happened. Thanks Vortex Tube. Thanks Jeremy and Jade. Southern Girl sending love from Tennessee. How's it going, Southern Girl? Making some progress on the scooter. Jeremy and Jade. Insufficient ankles. Look at that creature. Are you talking about my ankles? What's Lizard King? It's Fang Dang Blue King.
However,
Lizard King, we're gonna have to recreate the Liu Kang bicycle kick. He might have eaten your dog, Rob. All right, let me see what's next. Next will be, I'm just going to, I guess, make some little tabs for this. It should be pretty simple, and it can't get more simple than that. It's just literally a little finger with a little hole, essentially, and it doesn't need to be made out of anything super sturdy. There's a little piece of scrap right here that I could use. It'd be easy. Probably the hardest part will be like just welding onto this little tiny rack thing, but it's all good. It'll be easy. All right, let me grab the ratchet and pull off this fuel pump. It's only going to take a few seconds to mock this up, or just draw this out essentially on this little piece of metal. So I'll grab the grinder and just cut it out, and then have it all ready to go. I'm going to try and take care of most of the loud stuff now, and then try and do some of the welding later on, since it is Friday night. What's up, Charlie? Charlie D6F. How you doing, Charlie? Let's pop this thing off. Okay. So set those there. Okay. So, just literally a little square. That's it. It's like a little square with a hole in it. I'm not even going to try and make it fancy. Doesn't need to be. It's going to hold about whatever this little piece of wire weighs, which is probably going to be about, I don't know, 4 ounces. If it can hold up a piece of printer paper, then it should be good. And I think it'll be more than enough. Okay. And all I will need to do is just get a longer bolt, and that'll be easy. Cool. And I could, this will be even more simple because I'll just make 2 of them. I don't need to thread it or anything. Like I said, it's just going to go into an existing threaded hole. So it'll just sandwich in between the fuel pump. And yeah, it's just really going to be mainly just for looks. All right. I'm going to cut this out using the angle grinder. And then use the flap wheel after that to, actually I'll cut out 2 of them. And then I'll use the flap wheel to kind of clean it all up. And put this out here. Put it like this. Lizard King Fang, can you comment on the pictures of Gizmo hanging out with Corey Feldman, and is there any truth of Gizmo shooting Gremlins 3? Yes, you know what? He was seen with Corey Feldman. That I cannot comment on, but he is shooting Gremlins 3. The thing is, they were talking about it possibly being rated R. And it was because it was just, Gizmo was really just wanting it to be a really violent movie. And they were not wanting to go that route. But he was really insistent on it. So that's the thing. That's kind of what's up in the air right now. And why it's been so controversial lately. He wanted it to be more violent. All right, let's see. Let me get the grinder out. I will also need to cut a small piece of this round stock to make into a bung for this mount right here, which is the air pump. All right. Let me pull this light out here.
And all the cool models that are yet to come. So you just create any prompt, select which model you want to try out, so you can test your ideas, and last but not least, make super cool videos.
All right.
My best kept secret for starting a business is LegalZoom. When I was ready to launch my consulting practice, I didn't know where to start. A friend told me about LegalZoom and how they helped millions of business owners form their LLCs, file all the necessary paperwork, making things actually official, and keeping them compliant after lunch.
Skip
Sure
this
enough.
ad. Gizmo seems to be fine. I think he's okay.
I can have 7 of these in one day.
I think he's all right.
Your turn, Boo.
He can hang out while I'm cutting the metal. Grinder. And let me grab my goggles. And let me grab Courtney. She wants to watch. And the gloves. All right. If you guys are wearing headphones, you might want to turn it down a bit. Might get a little bit loud. And I cut out. Actually, I'll use the flap wheel on this thing first. It's already on there. Smooth it out a little bit. So I got it all kind of smoothed out so that hopefully nothing will get snagged on there. Alright, let's see. I'm going to use the cutting wheel.
Perfect idea.
Okay, poking my beard a little bit.
Nice.
Cutting wheel to cut out 2 of these little tabs. I should probably clean that piece up if I cut it out. Whatever. Okay. So I'll have to clean off these 2 pieces to weld them up. Let me just double check and make sure these are going to fit. Yeah, they'll fit. They'll fit no matter what. Alright. Let me try and use the gloves and hold on to these and clean them up a bit. The flap wheel. Actually, you can use some pliers to hold this. It's gonna be hard to hold on to this little tiny piece of metal. One more little part on here.
Upload good selfies, paste this pump, and hit generate.
Alright, so the idea is going to be to basically just weld this little tab on like this and just drill a little hole in there. Oops, if I don't lose it.
This is a song.
This bung is going to be for the air pump mount. So let's see. Let me use the grinder one more time on the scooter on the air pump. This part real quick. take this air pump off real quick, so it's kind of in the way. Sorry guys, I'll read through the chat in just a minute here. Tyler. What's up, Tyler? What's up, Grass Bass? Grass Bass. Grass Bass. Alright, let me use the grinder real quick. Let me actually get a new flap wheel because this one is done. I'm going to throw it in the trash pile. I'm actually going to throw a flap wheel away, guys. Finally. I'm finally going to throw one out. I actually have 3 or 4 that I have in the trash pile. I need to hit up Benchmark Abrasives because they have that pack where it's like 10 of them for, I think it's for free. Kind of. I don't remember. I remember probably 10 years ago I got it from them and I was like, no freaking way, it's really free? And they seriously sent it. I think you had to pay like $10 for shipping or something. It was like 10 flap wheels for $10. It's pretty good. Buck a piece. Different grits. All right. Let's get to it. Let's see. I'm going to, let's see. This is going to be the one that's not threaded. So this is the one that's going to be on the frame. Let me coat this thing a little bit. Make it give it a little fish mouth. All right. Shouldn't take too long, and then I think can move on to the lathe. Get that all taken care of. be good. I'll figure it out. Kind of mess that up. I accidentally started coping the wrong bung. Supposed to mess with the other one. Whatever. It's all good.
This is the new way to create.
The new way to create. New way to ruin your scooter. Fangs Garage style.
LegalZoom makes it simple to start an LLC in 3 easy steps. Just answer a few basic questions, and we'll take care of the details.
Move this
Plus,
scooter out.
LegalZoom is a one-stop shop for helping you run and protect your business, including access to attorneys and CPAs. Start your LLC today.
What's up, Fletch? How you doing, buddy? All right. Okay. Get Tom off of here. Been hiding this whole time. I need to reinstall that rear shock. Ooh, this thing's getting heavy. It's getting heavy. I'll have to see if I can find a 200cc or a 250cc upgrade for the GY6 scooter. Let's get to the lathe. Let's see. It's a good spot for this. Maybe try it right here. Give me a second, guys. Let me readjust this camera. All right, let me get this just a little cleaned out, just so it doesn't flick this stuff all over me. Just that much. That's all it'll take. Okay. Let me grab these little pieces that I want to mess with. Let's see, I've got my bungs and my other bungs all bunged up. These are the parts modify. Shouldn't take too long. Let me get this lathe plugged in. I guess I will start out by fixing this one that I just messed up. Shouldn't take that long. Pop this in. All right. Put the rest of these over here. Let me see. Let me get a little. Something to bury it up. Okay, good enough. You like that? It's not even a G-Shock. It's called a Sport Watch. Nice, huh? It's called $11 at Walmart. Thank you, Tyler. Fletch says he was the number 13th leg. Nice. All right, that one's good to go. Set this over here. Let's see. I guess what I'll do is I will throw the other metal one in here since it's set up to kind of face it, and I will face the music and clean up this bung. Alright. Gizmo is keeping an eye on things. Almost there. There it is. Oh, so it was slight get on there. That's surprising. Call that good enough. Sorry about the bumpy ride, guys. The lathe is not the most stable camera mounting position, but it is a cool angle. Show you why in a second. You get to do cool stuff like this. Let me clean this up. All right, let's drill the center hole. Quote unquote center. Just keep it cool. Keep it cool, guys. Let's do it. Oops. Not supposed to do that. It's kind of off. Hold on. Let me make sure these rails are all cleaned up. I really smashed the tool into the chuck. That's cool. Why is that seem it's hitting something? What's it hitting? Let me try and take this off. There we go. All right. There's something on there. That's a little bit high. Got the little center hole drilled out. As you can see, it wanted to fight with me a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this first hole in this bung, and then I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to get the other bungs all ready to go. And then I will just sit there and I can use the same drill bits. Like I can essentially drill one out, or maybe I should just do this one at a time. It might be easier if I keep it all in the chuck now that I think about it. What's up, Chelsea? All right, start it up. Got a little oil on there. Oops. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, got that one drilled out. Nice. Okay, let me put the next size on there real quick. Let me move the camera as well so you guys can maybe get a little bit of a better angle. That's right here. Actually, I'll put it right. How about this? Right here. Oh, good. This handle rotates. That won't work. Great. All right, I'll put it up here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Anthony Torres, what's up? What's up, Reed Henderson? How you doing, buddy? Fletch says those little hobby lathes are fun. Yeah, I know, Fletch. I've had this thing for like 5 years, and I've had not really any problems with it, and I've made a lot of cool little bungs and stuff with it. It's mostly the little bung master. It's become the little bung bandit. Bung bandit. I don't know why my mouth just decided to stop working right there. Is it bung bandit? I don't know what that was. My apologies. Let's see here. Let's see. This is going to be the threaded one, so I need to be careful about how big of a drill bit I'm using. Let me grab my other drill bits real quick. Might as well just grab most of them. They're going to be threaded for a M6, the M6 by 1.0 thread. Trying to make all the threads on this bike the same, so it'll be easy to,
Looking for tax.
take stuff off and put it on and whatnot. Let me skip past this. Yes, I am still watching the TurboTax ad.
Now there are TurboTax experts right in your neighborhood. They get to know your unique situation and get you every dollar you
non-skippable ad.
deserve. So hand off your taxes to a local TurboTax expert today.
I found myself where I knew I needed to finish my education. I chose Purdue because faculty understood the different things that military students were dealing with. Deployment, mobilization. Start your time back today at Purdue Gold.
All right. This one will be good. The aluminum bungs will be 10 times faster and easier. So. It'll be nice when this motorcycle that is in front of the lathe is movable. It's movable now, but it's just a hassle. I should probably just make a kickstand for it and make it a lot easier. See if this tap is going to be good. Yeah, I think that's the right size. Let me see if I can put this tap in the Jacob's truck. I think that's what it is, Jacob's truck. And see if I can thread it. Usually it doesn't like to, it won't hold it. It's like not, it'll spin the whole check. Let's see, no, that can't be. Let's see, like that. At least I could get it started. Nice. Feels like it's going on there good. Weaselbox says, yes, I'm lathing. I'm glad you're here, Weaselbox. Weaselbox just lathing around. LOL, Fangs in shop class again. He forgot to finish the extra high school degree. Yes, I did. You're right about that, Lucy. Shop class. Fangs Garage. Gizmo's actually teaching me how to do this. We have little headsets on, guys, and he's coaching me through this whole thing. So if I do it wrong, it is because of him. What's up, Dewey Brown? How you doing, Dewey? Weaselbox says, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for stopping by, Weaselbox. You've been boxing up any weasels lately? I'm about to box it up. All right, just about got it tapped all the way through. Cool. Think that's good. And I back it out, take it off the thing, and I'll leave it on there and get a bolt. Make sure it's all good to go. And then throw the aluminum ones. I don't need to thread it or anything. I just need to make them all the same size. And then just drill holes in all of them. And that's, like I said, the aluminum cuts way faster than the steel. So it'll be a lot easier. All right. Grab a bolt real quick and make sure it's all good to go.
Just you.
You.
Building your app.
Just you. No, I'm not talking to the rest of you. I'm talking about just you. 10 years ago, I would have yelled, I'm raving with my Gizmo backpack. But tonight, we lathing. No weasels, but I do have some Furbies currently boxed up. Nice. Furby box. How you doing, Dewey? I heard that Dewey is not going to be in the upcoming Malcolm in the Middle re-release, or the reboot. I was kind of sad about that. I said, get out there in the limelight. Get back out there. We need you. I want to see what you look like. I really want to see what you look like. Can you at least make an appearance so I can see what your body looks like now that you're a full-grown adult? Do you still look like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, except just a giant version of him? Come on, we want to know. Okay, feels like it's going in there pretty tight. That's a good sign. I could turn on the lathe backwards and it would instantly get this bolt off, but I'd be a little scared. Okay, we'll take this off here now. And should be good to go. Grab a little hand file and clean it up. It's got a little blemish on the top there, but that's okay. That's what makes it a Fangs Garage custom bung. It's the only way to identify custom bungs, and if they've been made here or not. If you guys ever come across a custom bung and you're wondering, did they make that at Fangs Garage? Then you can tell. It'll be a little bit crooked. All right. So it's all good to go. Okay, that bung is complete, along with the brother bung. Like this. This one is going to be unthreaded and It'll go through here. Oops, wrong way. This is the unthreaded one. So it goes all the way through. And then it threads into this one. So obviously this is going to be a smaller bolt. Let me grab a smaller one. It'll be a bolt like that big, probably a little bit smaller. So this one that's threaded, this will be welded onto the frame. And then this is what I call like the accessory bung. This is like the one that's anchored to the frame. This is the one that's going to hold the goodies, whatever you're going to put on it. In this case, it is going to be the air pump mount. So that bung is all complete. I'm just going to quickly throw in these aluminum bungs and just shape them up real quick. This will be not that long. I think I knocked out all 4 of those quicker than I did that other one. Grandma bought us all cousins Furbies. No one wanted them, so I currently am the owner of all 6. Oh, nice. Gizmo never finished middle school. Yeah, he didn't. He was trying to fill out one of those little tests where they have the bubbles in it, the SAT test or whatever. And he just kept drawing pictures. And so they couldn't pass him. They said, we can't pass you if you're just gonna not take this seriously. And he didn't. He never does. Okay, let me just double check and make sure this bung is going to be perfect. Okay. It's going to be the prototype bung. And by prototype, I mean this is the one that is going to dictate the size of the other ones. Let me see, I guess I'll do this one first. Not that one. This one. What's up, Road King? How you doing, buddy?
My best kept secret for starting a business is legal zone. When I was ready to launch my consulting practice, I didn't know where to start. A friend told me about legal zone and how it helped millions of business owners form their LLCs, file all the necessary paperwork, making things actually official, and keeping them compliant after launch. Sure enough, I headed over to legal zone to answer a few easy questions. And in there, inside, my LLC became official. It was easier and faster than I thought. I'm trying to run my business, not run the ins and outs of the law. I'm grateful I found legal zone to help with the legal side of starting and running my business. All for a price that's well within my budget. When you need a legal hand, turn to LegalZoom. Start your LLC today. LegalZoom.
What am I doing here? Wrong one. kind of a rough finish on there. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let me try this other bit on here. Other lathe tool. Try this. You know what? In a second, let me check this thing and see. Starting tool. Yeah, this will probably take too long to set all up. Let me just try this one that I have on here. That's way too low and way too high. Let me try it like that. Definitely not the right way to tighten it, but it's a little bit better. It's a lot better, actually. Pretty good enough. Okay. Let me get the side one. Where's that? Right here. I definitely need a new quick change tool post. This thing, this thing has been busted up for so long. I've been needing to replace it for a long time. Not the worst finish ever. It's not, it literally will never be seen, so. The only person who will ever see it is me.
Thousands of realistic voices
So,
to use in your content.
I'm not super concerned
Change
about
the
it.
way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 voice generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop
Pull this thing
wasting
out a little bit
time
more. It's not
re-recording
sticking out
take
far
after
enough.
take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today. With the new Opera GX, a browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features that allow you to change
Oops.
with integrated limiters for RAM.
You guys didn't hear that, did you?
And network. A sidebar for direct access to your favorite side quests, streams, and posts. And built-in privacy tools like ad and
Outer
and free no
diameter does not matter.
Check into GX
It's
Corner.
literally
for
just
latest
the,
news,
I just have to make a hole in it and that's it.
But what really makes art yet different is mods. Giving you the power to change everything from themes, sounds, music, and shit. So you can change your GX.
That chuck just seems like it wants to wander. Or the drill bit. I don't want to sit in the middle. try this. What's up, Skeletor? You heard it, huh? Dang it. I was hoping nobody heard that. Didn't hear me hit the chat again. It's okay. It happens. Good enough. How big this bolt is real quick. That would be good. Okay. All right. Just gonna drill this out. Howard, how you doing? That's a cool little lathe. How do you meet people you want to hang out with? I got a bit of humor somewhere. Gizmo looks tired. He does, Howard. He's very exhausted. He's been training the new girl all day, and she's not picking up on how to answer the phones correctly. So hopefully she will figure it out. Oh God.
I've been needing more art in my bedroom and recently painted this canvas. However, I wasn't quite sure the best way to hang it, so I turned to
That's extremely hot.
ChatGPT. It gave me a list of all the materials I needed and an easy
Didn't
step by
realize how hot
step.
that was.
I'm so happy with how it turned out.
So I picked it up.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a
Try and
budgeting
clean
app
this
in
off real quick.
Guys,
The
we just
file.
built an app.
Impossible.
Gosh, this is one of the worst commercials that I've heard in a long time.
You can now.
Not only is it long, but it's just super annoying.
Lunch.
Just built an inventory tracker.
Protein calculator.
Book share app.
A workflow manager that's
Travis, who still owes for the group lunch.
Trash duty
All right.
schedule.
Since no one seems to care.
There's built a
I just
performance
created a
manager.
goal tracking system.
We built the same thing, didn't we?
Can this thing manage content?
Pretty
I
much
want to animate the scrap.
got it.
profesor de
Good
español.
to go. You can see Gizmo clearly through there.
For dogs. For office dogs.
Need some green cutting oil. We used to call it Gorilla Shot. Oh, green cutting oil. Okay. Yeah, Fletch. Right now, I just have some two-stroke oil that I had laying around. I was like, let me just use some of this up. I think it's two-stroke oil. Maybe it might be fork oil. I don't know. Maybe motorcycle fork oil. All right, guys, let me pull this scooter indoors real quick. Think I can work around it in here. I cleaned up earlier this week, and I've only slightly made a mess, so it's good. There. Okay. This will kind of help too with the lighting. Yeah. What in the world? What in tarnation? Alright. I think this is going to be good as far as the size and everything. So I'm just going to quickly replicate it 3 more times, and then I can put the light in. That'd be cool. Let's see, let me just face off all these. I'm gonna throw them all in there and do it like a little assembly line. Try and assemble it. Okay, I'll start off by just cleaning all the faces of them first. First off of my assembly line, the main thing that I need is broken. The main part that I need to operate the entire thing is not working. Let's see if I can grab something to fix that. Come on. Don't start with me now. So a little mini lathe was like, oh, you're trying to do something? It was like that scene when Newman was like ruining Jurassic Park for everyone. And he's like, And it's not the right code. Okay, there we go. It's in there. Is it too tight in there? No, it should be good. Okay, maybe that'll work for good. Okay. Got that in there.
LinkedIn Sales Navigator can help you target the right buyers at the
Let me
right
get
time.
this right tool in
It
here.
cannot stop you from celebrating your success.
Keep them all right here so I can easily grab them. This, no, this is not the first one.
Known for pursuing your passions.
I am
No one wants to
literally
be known
pursuing
for
them right now
cancer,
as we speak.
But a treatment can be.
Oh.
Keytruda is
Oh,
known
good.
to
I've
treat
actually-
cancer. FDA approved
I've been waiting
for
to hear this
18
ad.
types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers is early stage non-small cell lung cancer.
Oh man, how did they know about my freaking
When you
lungs?
have early stage lung
They heard me
cancer,
coughing.
which can be
That's
removed
probably
by
it.
surgery, and then continued alone after surgery to help prevent your lung cancer from
I'm guessing that's what it'll be like in like
Keytruda can cause your
2
immune
years.
system to attack healthy parts of
They'll be like, oh, so you're constipated?
This may be severe.
It seems like you've been scrolling on Instagram for 28 minutes in the same spot, and your heart rate's getting a little bit elevated.
Eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme.
Yeah, irregular heartbeat on the toilet, I can tell. Would you like me to order you a stool softener from Amazon Prime? Yes. Is there same day delivery? Yes, we can teleport it to your house. They'll be able to teleport it right into your mouth. You won't even need to have a drone airdrop it through your front window. They could just do it right into your mouth. Luis Hernandez, Luis, I am making some bungs right now, and I am working on a scooter. This scooter right here. This little like GY6 scooter. That's the current project right now. So I'm making some little parts for it, and I'm using the lathe right now. It's going to go a little bit more. Almost got it. Okay, got one down. I just got the front cut. Basically, this is what it looks like before. It's got like this little slag piece on here. It's all rough. And then this is what I'm doing to it now, which is just making it nice and clean on the end and just trying to clean it up so that I can eventually get it to the correct size. Like this right here. These two are luckily the same size, so I'll just have to drill a hole in this one, and this one will be done. I'll just have to clean up the outside a little bit. I don't have to clean up the outside. It's literally going to be inside of a box, inside some other thing, so you will not be able to see it, but I'll probably just clean up the outside just to do that. So what I'm going to do is, I have two more. I'm just going to clean up the ends real quick on these. flip it around to the other side. Doesn't need to be perfect because these need to be cut down to size anyways. So it's not going to matter too much if they're super clean. Alright. And I'll just do that on this one. Okay. So now what I can do is basically I'm going to use the cutoff wheel to measure these out, and or I'll use a scribe to measure
This
it.
automatic video editor edited my video in just a few clicks and saved me hours of editing time.
There it
So
goes.
if you're
One
tired
second.
of spending hours manually cutting and trimming your videos,
So the purpose of just doing that step is so I can get a
So I've uploaded my footage to Deep.
decent measurement. I'm just going to quickly use some of this Dychem steel blue layout fluid. Just real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I'll use the layout fluid first. This comes in just a little, with a little brush. And I'm going to just barely try and touch these parts with it, because this stuff will go everywhere. Just like that. Let me just let it dry for a second. Do the same thing on these. I'm just going to barely put any on there. If you dip it in there and then just take it straight out and put it on there, it'll have so much on there. It'll take like forever to dry. There we go. It's smells like, I think it's like essentially almost the same as like I don't know, like if you were to take a marker, like a black marker, and just liquefy the part that's the marker inside, and it kind of smells like that. This is just basically so you could see a nice clear line on there when you're marking it. I'll show you in a second when it's dried. Let me read some of your comments real quick, guys. Sorry, I know I have not been looking through the chat at all, but I was busy messing with stuff. So I'll read through some of your chats with my helmet on real quick. Let's see here. Where's the chat? Oh, there it is. Skeletor says he could use a bath before bedtime. I know. Howard, how's your bike and project coming along? Howard, it's coming along good. It's like, I would say it's probably about 85% there. Almost done, Howard. Right now, it's just all these little details that are being buttoned up. All the main stuff's done, Howard. Let's see. It is, let's see, I got a Splinter, not the cool Kung Fu teaching rat, so Skeletora. I'm sorry about that, Skeletora. If you want to come over, I can get the scalpel out and we can get it out. What's up, Floki's Angels? Love you guys too. Hope you guys are having a good night. I'm doing great, Floki's Angels. You guessed right. I'm doing great. I can't remember who it was. I think it was YouTube 7 asked if I could get my Uncle Phil out here to redo some of the comments. All right, let me just read through. If I could, my other prescription lens for my glass eye has not come in yet, so I mean it's one eye. It's a one-eyed thing around here, guys. You get it? One eye. Craig, he's not here. Let's see. Angel of Death has appeared. Thanks, Garage. We have a theme song now for our channel that someone wrote us tonight. We'll be uploading it to the channel within a week or so. Probably super awesome. That is sick. Floki's Angels. I can't wait. Are you guys gonna make a music video? Is it gonna be pirate themed? All right. Enough of that. All right, Fletch. Have a good one, buddy. Don't go across any black cats while you're out there. I'm graduation on 1984. I was 5 years old on vocational school, but now I work as journeyman pipe fitters. Oh, nice, Luis. That's cool. You doing some welding, I'm guessing? Or, I don't know. Is that the same as pipe fitting? Need food. Reed Henderson needs a hot dog. Warbird, man, you got to get organized. Warbird, you should have seen it last week, buddy. If you think this is unorganized, I had to take a whole day off because it was so messy. But yeah, you're right, Warbird. I need to figure something out. There's mini gremlins in my stomach eating all my food. Reed Henderson, you got to get those things freaking fed, dude. Is that the version of Distorted Popeye? Yes, exactly. It is. I think it was YouTube 7. He asked me, he said, hey, could you get that bearded guy down? I said, sure. Yeah, it is ADHD organization. It does, I mean, I'll admit, it looks like a complete mess. But I know where basically everything's at. If it's been in the garage for 2 months, then I will know the exact GPS coordinates. And if I don't, then I'll panic and scramble around the garage for a while to try and find it, but I usually find it. Show you what this layout fluid does. So this is the
best kept secret for starting a business. It's legal.
Is not washing my hands.
I was ready to launch my consulting practice.
That's my best kept secret.
A friend told me.
My daughter watched the video today and she said, "Man, your hands are grimy." I said, "Yeah, I know." So basically, I'm just going to use this layout fluid and make it so I can easily see it. Like this. Let me get on a somewhat flat surface so I don't mess it up too much. So the layout fluid makes it so you can easily see that line. And when it's on the lathe spinning, it'll be very easy to see. It'll be a clear silver line right there. And I can just cut it to that size. Floki's Angel says the song is on the playlist though at the bottom, just titled March 13th right now. Nice, dude. I'll check it out whenever the stream's done. Once upon a time, too many dolphins crossed the star systems only to encounter Earth. Then they partied. That is Dolphin 4. Let's party. It's an old language. I mean, I know the original Dolphin language, so obviously there's different dialects and stuff, guys. I mean, you gotta believe me. You really gotta believe me on this one. That's exactly what it meant. I said, let's party hardy. And I also said, does anyone want Arby's? I said, yeah, I'll take the beef and cheddar. I don't like that Arby's sauce, though. I don't know why, I just don't like it. No Arby's sauce on mine, please. I said that all in Dolphinese, of course. I just do not... I don't want to repeat it, because there was some coarse language in it. Dolphins integrate cuss words into every sentence, essentially, so... Can't say it right now. Where did that? Oh, there it is. Okay, this is definitely not straight on there. Let me adjust that. That looks good enough to me. Maybe a little bit off. It's 1/1000th of an inch off, and I can tell. Almost. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this, the better I can get it lined up, the better the cut will come out. And I don't know of any way to really line this little quick change tool post up. The stall stoner very messy work area seems unsafe. Exactly. It is very unsafe. This is probably the most unsafe thing, is my beard hanging down. But yeah, I mean, I could take a vacuum and vacuum it up in between each cut, but it would take forever. But yeah, I do need to get a shop vac anyways. Just so I could freaking... make it a little bit easier to clean up. That'd be nice.
What did you say?
Dang it. This is ridiculous. This is taking forever to cut. Let me go at this with a different approach. This is taking way too long like this. Try and bust this thing off here. I think what I should have done is drilled it out first. There we go. And then I should just be able to easily pop it out there. Fabrication. That's probably why. Because it's not centered. Let me see. That's not the best. There we go. Okay. Gosh, that only took forever. Let me try and just drill this out while it's here. I'm just going to try and go straight in with a drill bit and see if I can do it. Yeah, why not? It's working.
Your go-to tool for writing that's sharp, clear, and ready for whatever hat you put on. It works like this. Here are some notes from a busy meeting. Paraphraser helps turn messy notes into polished writing, no extra effort required.
Oops.
Click on this icon to choose the tone of voice, and voila!
Okay, that's good.
Professional, casual, friendly.
Same size. 2 bungs down.
It's all business.
2 more to go.
With just a few clicks, the message is
Get this
clear.
out real quick. Oh, man. Gizmo is lucky I only have 9 toenails. Dude, Reed Henderson, I saw that picture of your toe. Oh my gosh, dude, I regretted asking to see that. That was insane, dude. I don't know, dude. That toe, yeah, I don't know if that thing could grow. It was like, that was crazy, dude. I very much so commend you for surviving that, because I would have just been like, all right, I'm gonna die now. I would have laid down and been like, this is my time to die. If that would have happened to my... Yeah, you were not lying when you said it blew up. It looked like somebody strapped a small fire... Well, I guess a medium-sized firecracker to it. And freaking... Then tied that to a very large explosion. And then put that on your foot. That thing was crazy. That's insane, dude. Thought maybe you were exaggerating just a little bit on it blowing up, but no, you were not. Not at all. You were not. You were actually. You were kind of undersold it, actually. Hit a rock going 25? Man, it looks like you weren't going 250. Looks like somebody fired a rock at your foot going, and the rock was going 250 miles an hour. Reed Henderson was toe wrestling a rock, and the rock won. Oops. Okay, that one's done. So I was just having to clean up with a file a bit in the end. Alright, and let me just see if the parting tool is going to work a little bit better. Let me grab the scribe real quick and mark this. See if the parting tool will work a little bit better. Now that I've adjusted it, I've lowered it down. I think it was a little, or no, I've lifted it up a little bit. It was a little too low. Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, I'll still use it. I was going to say this is such a small amount, but Reed Henderson. Paul Bennett has the toes. Paul Bennett has been hoarding all of the toes that we've been losing here at Phoenix Garage. I lost 4.5 toes. And Paul Bennett has been hoarding them. I should have known, Paul. I have all the toes in my favorite toe jars. Along with the toe jam sacks. Paul has sacks of toe jam. It works. Works good. I need to just dial it in just a hair, but it's doing what it should do now that it's up in the middle of the workpiece and not sitting below it and falling underneath it. Let me see if I can just drill this one out, and these things will be essentially done, besides just going over the outside of them, which I can do at another time when I do the final assembly. Alright, they're all done. If this was a CNC lathe, this whole entire process from start to finish probably would have taken about 2 minutes. But the live stream would have been much shorter. And I don't have a CNC lathe, so it's impossible. Alright, let's see here. Got our little bungs all set up. Cool. Cool. Let me grab the camera. My hands are disturbingly dirty now. Lizard King says, Fang, you are contractually obligated to give Slim Jim a shout out. Guys, I totally forgot about the Slim Jim obligations contractually. I also forgot to turn off the vibrate feature on my phone, which was smart of me. So, of course, I am obliged to say, snap it to Slim Jim! And I am actually, by law now, by court order, I am, of course, obliged to fulfill Slim Jim's request. Here, guys. They're really, I mean, they're blowing up my phone. I didn't think that they were going to be able to contact me through Lizard King, but, I mean, I guess I probably should freaking snap into a Slim Jim, guys. Where's Tom at? Gosh, dude, this guy's left me high and freaking dry all day.
This is a song about a break.
Why is this freaking commercial, dude? Tom, you want a piece? Yeah, actually, I already grabbed one. Guys, make sure you snap into a Slim Jim. I started to feel like Randy Macho Man salad. Thank you, Lizard King. Stop! Get this out of my mouth! Thank you, Lizard King, for reminding me. I was about to lose out on the $4,200 that they are sending our way. It is a 6-year contract. It's for $4,200. I have to say snap into a Slim Jim after every the end of every sentence, the way I've been getting around it is I've been telling them it's one long continuous sentence. They said, no, that's not how it works. I said, yes, it is. They said, no. I said, that's seriously what I was doing the whole time. They said, no, you were not. They called my bluff. I'm gonna take this jerry can off, guys. No, you have to say it after every sentence. I said, that really doesn't seem like a lot of money. $4,200 for 6 years? Every sentence for 6 years? That's kind of crazy. But me and Lizard King signed it, so we have to fulfill the contract. I mean, there's no way of getting around it. Okay, most sane place to do this would be on the desk, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it on the chair with my jackets. At least I'll move my jackets. I'll at least move the jackets off of the chair. Okay, let me grab the light. Probably a good idea to get it, I don't know. I guess I could just kind of lightly seat it in there. Nah, I kind of want to freaking make it work. Also hyper paranoid about it arcing out or something. Let's see. Try it like this. Let's see, this is the ground. So I think that these two are the positives. Pretty sure they are. And that's the ground. Let me grab the battery and do a little check. Check. See, maybe I had that backwards. Maybe these two have to be together. I think that's the case, actually. All right. Testing this light, just like this. Where's my darn alligator clips? Another one of them's outside. There we go. Let me turn off this one. Okay. So that is correct. As far as these two. Let me just throw a couple freaking wires on here. And let me see. I guess I'll make them. Okay, I have an idea. I'll use some of these bullet connectors. Let me get the Slim Jim sailor over here. Slim Jim himself, son of Slim Jim. Son of Slim. Okay. Let me get the wire strippers and the crimps from here, and torch, scissors, and next. Oi! Wha! Okay. I got it all right here. Boom, boom, boom. I guess I'll do one of each to make it easy to identify. Oh, no, that may mess things up. Get a little piece of this. Two pieces. This one here. Just gonna crimp on these little, I think they're called bullet connectors. Okay. This way, I can like basically, I don't have to permanently put it in there, but it'll be like good to go whenever it's ready to assemble everything. That's a little connector on there. Light it up.
I just have the budgeting app.
What? How?
Nope.
Ace 44. Look, it pulls all your expenses into one place and breaks down spending by team.
There it goes.
Guys, Nina just built
So I
an
was
app.
trying to use it upside down.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice. That's actually pretty good. If you're going for generic.
How about now?
Oh, that's much better. What about all of our files?
Cool.
It's already connected to our drive.
That one's on there. Skip this.
And Slack.
You gotta see.
Okay, get the other one on real quick. Make it a little long. Trim it a bit. I'll fold it over. Okay. Nope. Okay, got it crimped down there now. Yeah, so I could just basically, I needed this to be like able to be disconnected also, so this will work. Whoa, Gizmo! Gizmo had some freaking Raisin Canes for dinner. Some delicious homemade Raisin Canes for dinner. He's a little bit gassy, I think. Man, this little torch is not the greatest. It is fickle at best. Okay. These two are going to be able to just poke out of here now. Let's see. I can rotate this. That's good. Alright, so now these two wires can just poke out the side like this. Just like that. There's like a little cutout right there for them to stick out. The reason why I needed to make these spacers is because you can see this little lip right here. The spacer basically makes it so that when I'm mounting it on the roof, there's a little gap. You see how it won't be sitting flush up against it? I could have put the bolts through there, but the bolts would just be sitting kind of just floating around like this. So my thought is to put the bolt through. It'll be going down through the top, but then this spacer will be right here to kind of lift it off of there so it's not just smashed up against there, because you can see right here, this is not just the wires, but this part right here is not like perfectly flush up against this. So don't want it to like smack up against it or anything. So just to lift it off there a bit. I'm gonna install it now, finally. I've been wanting to install this light for quite a while. Okay, let's see. Front's right there. So yeah, I think that it would be best like that. Let's see. Let me get a couple. I guess this could hang down like this for now. I can plug it in. Let's see, I'll put it in like this. There we go. Okay, so I'll just start with the back corner one. And hopefully these holes will all line up. Hoping that these bolts are long enough. I thought they would be way too long. I'm hoping they're even close enough. I think they are. Oh. No. The world? Got it. Okay. Oh, almost lost it. Minor issue is that I got nylon lock nuts, so mocking it up will be difficult because I mean, this be single use, but I guess I'll have to just figure it out when the time comes for final assembly. I'm gonna get it all basically assembled, rideable, and then tear it all apart, clean everything up that needs to be cleaned up. Not completely tear it apart, but I'm gonna have to take it down to the frame a little bit because there's parts that I welded up that need to be painted. I at least want to get some paint over all most of the raw metal stuff that that is like on the frame and everything. I'm gonna get some paint on all that. Okay, this one should be much easier. That one's in. So basically I'm just gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna seat this. I guess I will seat it all the way in. Well, I'll leave it for now until tomorrow I'm gonna get some washers and I'm gonna get them for the top. I'm going to Yeah, I'll see if I need to bend them a little bit, maybe. This one's going to be really not fun because I can't see anything. Okay, I get the spacer on. Oh, almost freaking. Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna lightly put these bolts on here, because it's not. I don't need it to be like sitting there completely bolted down, and then have to just completely take it off tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow on the live, I will get this all worked out, figured out, and done. And what else was I working on? Oh, I need to start working on the dashboard. Oh, also, something that I ordered for the headlight. It's been bothering me not being able to take off that headlight. So what I ordered was a 5/16 split collar, which is basically like that little clamp thing, if you guys saw on one of the previous lives. So it'll make it so that I can make the headlight removable. So I'm going to cut the little tab off there that I cut off.
I've been needing more art in my bedroom and recently painted this canvas.
And weld that thing onto the tab.
I wasn't quite sure the buzzword
or the little
so
bar
I turned to
thing.
ChatGPT.
It'll make sense.
It gave me a list of all the materials.
Stygan. All right. Let me get a little bit of wire. And actually, let me get the alligator clips. I know where one of them's at. The other one shouldn't be far off. Oh yeah, the fuel pump cover that needs to be done. And then the little flasher relay needs to be finished. Those are two things on the list. There's a couple things I'm going to cross off real quick, guys. Cross it off with you live from the scooter list. Let me read through your comments real quick. Sorry, I have not looked through here for a minute. Been diversifying your stock portfolio, about 5,000 shares of Smucker's Uncrustables. We are cornering the peanut butter and jelly market. Lizard King, I like the idea. Let's go ahead and branch out and see if we can contact Lunchables as well and see if we can get into the lunch game. I think that's a good idea. Uncrustables is obviously the #1 choice for kids' lunches, frozen or not. So we're going to freaking get that market. I don't care what it takes. I just had a freaking Lizard King. If you go to Mary's Donuts and get yourself, if you want a little sweet treat, get yourself a raspberry, maybe strawberry, peanut butter and jelly bear claw from Mary's Donuts. You're gonna be like, oh. You're gonna turn into a little freaking donut goblin. Are we going back to the Shrek days with this good music? Yes, we are. Kingpin 710. How you doing, Kingpin? Thank you, Chelsea. Good forward thinking, says Chelsea. Henry Ramirez, I would like to put it across the top. I would try to put it across the top. You mean the light? It is going to be across the top. The thing is just on the side. Sorry. Read through your comments real quick, guys. My bad. Lock peanut nut. Oh, lock nuts. That's a good one, Lucy. What's up, Southern girl? I'm gonna cross a couple things off this list, this inverted list that I'm looking at, but you're able to see through here. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. Horn tab. I'm gonna give this to Andres, possibly. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. So yeah, tomorrow the thing that is going to... Oh, luggage rack is also done. Luggage rack complete. So the air pump mount is going to be tomorrow. It's backwards now. Air pump mount. I got to look for rear turn signals. And this one right here, jerry can light green, that is going to be complete tonight. Young Biddo. Did you send it to me on, was it Facebook? I keep forgetting to check Young Biddo. I'm going to write it down on a note right now. Sorry, Young Biddo. This week in particular was actually really busy at work, so I was behind on everything. But I'm going to look it up. Young Biddo 291. All right, Young Biddo. I'm going to look it up after the live. I know it's hard to see because this paper's all scribbled on. But I wrote it down. I'm going to check it out. It's on... You sent it to me on Fang's Garage Facebook, right? I couldn't remember. I saw it said I got a message, but I never really check any of my... I just post something on there like, there's a new video out, and then I just go... I'm like, I gotta go back to work. Young Biddo. Young Biddo. All right, I'll check it out on Facebook. Young Biddo. How you doing, buddy? Young Biddo. Young Biddo. Cut this off there. Oh no, I cut the wrong wire. Now the garage is going to explode in 2 minutes instead of 20. All right, let me turn this thing over on its side the way it should be so that Young Biddo can see what the light looks like. Young Biddo. Let's see if I can get Tom to hold on. Gizmo's gonna have to... Oh, hold on tight, Gizmo. He's dangling. We got a dangler. I'm gonna have to shut off all the garage lights for this one, guys. Since this is a light install, it's only suiting that it has all the lights shut off for it. Almost got it ready. Just gotta plug these things in. Let's see. So this is the positive right here. And this is the negative right here. And let me grab the battery. Okay. Let me get it all set up, and then I'll shut off the lights, and then I'll turn it on. And you guys can see what it looks like. You can get a little simulation of what it might be like when Andres is out on the side of the road and the scooter is broken down, and he's like, what's wrong with it now? And then he's like, I better freaking get into this thing and get my tools out and stuff. All right. Let's see how it looks, guys. Let me shut off all these lights. Been bad storms here. Oh man. Got some thunder and lightning or what, Young Biddo? Are you in this? Are you in the States or are you overseas? All right, guys. Let me shut off these other lights. The interrogation light. This light, even this light. Okay, you guys want to see what it looks like? I'll leave the neon light on. so I don't fall and smash my head open. Ready? Turn on the neon one first. Let me take you off here and show you what it looks like up close. You can see the old USMC, United States Marine Corps, I believe. Pretty sure. And then here is the other light. Let me shut this one off. Turn on this one. Thanks, Moldy Greg. This is what I would call like the, I don't know. This is one where you can move this little thing around, so you can kind of point it. You can like point it over here. It'll be more stable once it's all bolted in there, but you can kind of point it outward like this and maybe kind of point it at this little tray while you're like, oh no, this is the part that Fang freaking neglected to fix when he was doing the scooter. And then he could put this back and kind of aim it back over here onto the AAA card, and he'll be like, let me get the phone number and see if they could tow my scooter home. Or he could go into the working on it mode and freaking be like, hold on, Gizmo, let me freaking grab this wrench out of here. Perfect. I need this wrench.
I do cheese.
So, yeah, that's the idea. Let me skip this out. What do you guys think of the light? I think it looks cool. I think it looks sweet. All right. Let me get these lights turned back on. I think it looks cool, guys. All the moths in the garage are like, what the heck, dude? What are we supposed to fly towards now? You guys want to see someone brave? Look at this. Here's the floor, right? Imagine being this small and you went and decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and climb all the way up this thing. And you started climbing and you climbed and climbed throughout the whole live episode. And then you got all the way up to here. Let me get my hand behind him. And he's hanging on from essentially this high up. Could you imagine being like 60 stories up and someone coming up with a gigantic camera and filming you? It'd be the worst. Or the best. You'd be like, tag me on that. Tag me on that video, please. I'd be like, check it out. It's on Fang's Garage Live. We're live every night, 9 o'clock, 9:30 Pacific, something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the idea. Let's see. Tomorrow, I'm going to get the wires run. Get this thing out of here. It's stuck. Get the wires run down here to this little bung right here. Oops, let's see. There's a bung right here. So I'm going to run the wires straight down from the light down there. Exit the same hole. And then before I do that, I'll get some washers for the top for the bolts here, just to make sure, because a couple of them are, these two I believe are on a curved surface. So I might get some washers and kind of try and smash them with a hammer and kind of curve them a little bit to match that, so they're not just sticking straight out. And then, depending on how small they are or whatever, get it all bolted in, get the wires run, and then this whole jerry can, I'll put the little cage back on here. I don't know if I'm going to do tools in here. I was thinking originally I'd do tools like wrenches and stuff hanging there. I might do like maybe one adjustable wrench and maybe like a couple other tools, but I'm not going to do a whole ton because now that I'm starting to think about it, I'm like, this is already, I probably add about at least 30 pounds of metal onto this thing. So I don't want to be like adding another 15, 20 pounds of tools into one side of the scooter. I'll leave that up to Andres to do. I'll leave him with like 1 or 2 tools that will be able to essentially take apart almost 90% of the bike. But all the hardware in here is either Phillips head or a 10 millimeter or an 8 millimeter. That's like all the hardware. So you really only need like 2 or 3 tools to take apart almost the entire bike. And that's what I wanted to do. This is of course going to be like the little jerry can compartment thing. So the little scooter. Show you guys some things I'll do to it tomorrow.
Have you ever actually like flirted with Nikki?
I'm gonna get some shots.
I'll go with you if she means as much to you.
Skip this ad. So next things that I'll be doing on it live tomorrow. I clean out this part of the frame for this part on the air pump. So I'll weld that bung on there. I made that bung. It's sitting around here somewhere underneath Courtney, I think. I'll get that bung and weld that onto the frame and then weld up a little thing onto there. The fuel pump that was sitting right here, that will have that little cage installed tomorrow. Also, this little flasher relay, oops, sorry guys. This little flasher relay, I'll need to make a little mounting point for that as well. Then I'll start working on the little dashboard right here. It's kind of a cool part. I'll put some indicator lights. I'll see what I can salvage from this speedometer, this old one. There's some indicator lights on there, like turn signal lights, stuff like that. So I could possibly integrate those into the dashboard and make them a little bit cooler than what would normally be on there. So basically the idea is going to be take the speedometer, trace back the wires, and take some of these, like take this indicator light out of there and put it into the dashboard. And then same thing with this one, put it into the dashboard. The high beam indicator light, put that into the dashboard. I'll probably leave this light off. This is like a cell phone thing to tell you if your cell phone's ringing. It doesn't actually work. Also, that has a fuel gauge on there, so that will be removed. I was also thinking of putting a little light underneath there, a little yellow light, similar to the license plate light. Maybe just like almost like a little yellow underglow, almost, if you can imagine. Just kind of sitting there, just to, I don't know, light up his feet area, just to make it look a little bit cooler. And of course, there will be little buttons and switches on there and stuff, so it'll look extra cool. It'll look like there's lots of stuff that needs to be done in order to operate that thing. What's up, the deal? How you doing, buddy? I'm finally gonna do some garage stuff tomorrow. Nice, the deal. You gonna get it done or what? Freaking get it done, dude. I know you can do it. I believe in you, dude. Get the coffee going and just freaking drink the whole thing all day. Shape looks appropriate for the bike. Can only use one for the battery for a battery box. Should get a baby plastic bullet box. A baby, oh, never even thought about that. Baby plastic bullet box. Okay. Let me grab Craig here and see if he can come say what's up. Finally got a video out of me and my buddy Leo riding our motorcycles, since I just appear to be only working on scooters and eating Slim Jims. Get the thing out of my mouth. Yeah, guys, we will be back again tomorrow night, 9:30 Pacific, live to work on the scooter. Hopefully he's gonna finish this thing soon. And we'll be here with Courtney, Gizmo, probably Lucy will be here. Weaselbox, maybe? I don't know. The Deal for Real. He's going to be doing his own live thing. So go check out The Deal for Real. He's probably going to be live tomorrow. Maybe The Deal? I don't know. He's the realest deal around. The Mary's Donuts in Lakeside is a fraud. Robbed Mary's likeness. I didn't know that, Lizard King. I thought there was some kind of franchise deal with it. That's messed up. We're going to go to the real Mary's and go get some donut holes. Hey, Gizmo. Gizmo thinks it's a great idea. I like the military cans, but now they sell tiny ones for, I guess, 9mm military ones. Okay. I gotta go check that out, young beta. I've never looked into it, but I will. What was that? Sorry, guys. There's an Amazon driver that crawled up into the attic and he won't get down. The guy's up there. He's freaking been watching this whole time. Yeah, he's actually watching, and he's not on his authorized break. So they're gonna get mad. And they're gonna probably write him up. Guys, we gotta go maybe shoo him out of there, and there's a hornet's nest up there. Me and Courtney are gonna go down there and go up there and try and freaking get some honey. That's what I heard Gizmo was saying, that hornets make the best honey. Yeah, it's our little idea. Guys, we'll be live again tomorrow, 9:30. Thanks for stopping by. Don't get too weird without us. And make sure you go get your eyes checked, guys. Don't neglect the